Testing, 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 testing. Testing, testing. Hopefully you all can hear me right now. We're back, okay? We're back, buddy. We're going to talk about some ugly truths.
Is there a colder
Sometimes
moment?
I think that ugly truths need to be said and need to be rocked out. The problem with a lot of people is this: we don't have the defined moments of humanity where we're supposed to, number one, understand each other. We're not supposed to understand each other. We're not supposed to have humanity to each other. The imagination is actually incredible. Why do I say this? Because it just about is. It just about is. We have a population of people who can't accept the truth, who are dismissive. Some I would even call blatant ignoramus. Blatant ignoramus. You choose to live in a state of ignorance despite the truth you see right in front of you. You don't care. You don't want to know. You don't want to educate yourself. You live in a state of obsolescence. You blame yourself for it. Even today, I had some stud post something on her story, and I just said, hey, looking at it. And she's constantly posting all these little social medias. You know, tonight's conversation and that clown crew. What's up, baby M? What's up, Chance? Where and all these other straight men hate women. They'll sleep with them, but they hate. No, men are just bored of you. You take sex away from women. What the hell do you got to talk about? 98% of you, I'm being nice if I start with 80, but let's face it, 98% of women have nothing to talk about when it comes to a man. You're delusional most of the time. You're out of your fucking mind. And then this little dyke who, I guess you like pussy because you're not even 40 yet, so you're in your late 30s as a grandparent trying to take care of your autistic grandson. You're going to post my picture because of what I said to you in the comments. And I said, oh, men don't hate women, they're just bored of them. And I'm like, okay, I noticed you put the picture you thought that I was least attractive in, but you didn't put none of the other pictures. My son's graduation, me in the gym, me doing well. You didn't post none of that. Post more. And this is the reason why you women suck, because you have no honor. You have no listening skills. And you wonder why even y'all lesbos, y'all want men to come back and help you out. No, eat a dick. This is the reason why I'm happy the black community is in the shit show it's in. This is the reason why. You constantly look for other people to be your saviors. When what's the third thing I said, what's the issue with the black community is? Being the hero of your own narrative. You know, it's funny. I was listening to a video on YouTube, Light skinned brother, good brother. Don't always agree, but we don't always agree. But good content, no matter the fact. If I find his content, I'll post him. He heard that, Marvel and DC does not represent too much people of color, especially black people. He created his own comic books publishing. Hey, you know that guy right there that looks like me? That's my comic book character. Remember when I said when last time I was on here, one of the biggest problems is that y'all talk about to get rid of black history when it should be your black ass teaching your kids? Why are you waiting for somebody who started a company that was not talked about you in many facets of my life, how you and your wife enjoy each other's company in the house and going out the house? I don't really care for a lot of clubs unless it's a jazz lounge. Not like I used to when I was younger. I don't really care to be seen as much. Now, shout out to my niece and, her uncle on her father's side and his fiance for coming out with me. We grilled some food, had a good time. Listened to some great music, had some fun, drank a whole fifth of that good VSOP cognac. The beautiful thing about it was we had these young chicks twerking, listening to music. And I made a dare that I'm going to pull one of the baddest bitches there. All three were bad. The baddest one gave me her number. Just for shits and giggles because the old man still got it. But I don't knock people, but I do lead people to their own, how you call, understandings. You're saying that men hate women, straight women, all this. How would you know? And here's the ignorance part about it. It's okay for when women speculate. Don't even have a fucking judicial clue on anything that a man does because of his nature. But if we talk about how ridiculous you look with these weaves, eyelashes, 40, 50, 60, 100 pounds overweight, we're wrong, right? We're fat shaming, right? We ain't shit, right? And I say that's the real difference between you and us. We can take the truth. This is the reason why, truthfully speaking, you make bad leaders. You truly make bad leaders. And the reason why you make bad leaders is because your formative fucking shit is so fucked up on such a level that if a problem came, you wouldn't be able to solve it on your own. You would look for someone else to do it and you to come in and snatch up the glory. Aren't we talking about Tiana Taylor? You're right, LAPD SWAT. What's up? Lions don't give a fuck about the opinions of sheep. We eat them. Oh, you don't like women. You don't like. I'm going to say this to women, right? Y'all know women. Do y'all like them? Y'all the ones who have more hate than us. I don't even have hate. I have pity. I have pity. It is shameful. And I do mean shameful. That the vast majority of you will literally, in the next coming years, not decades, not centuries, not millennia, years, probably months at this point, will literally be childless and unmarried. And the hypocrisy of it all is, it's not going to be men's fault. You can't blame us. You can't. Everything you did, horribly. Horribly. I want you to think about that. When we gave you all this choice, when we gave you everything that mattered, guess what happened? You fucked up a church's money. You fucked it up royally. And then the worst part about it, you lied. You lied to your children. You lied to yourselves. Hell, you lied to your own the man you were dating. You can't even keep it funky. You can't. Here it is. We're worried about economics, infrastructure, education. Y'all caring about if a black man dates a white woman or not. How so fucking original? I mean, we put leadership of the community in your hands. And we're looking for you to literally, and I mean literally, give a fuck about your sons. I've said this for years now. How pathetically we just leave our boys out in the wilderness. Just leave them to a path of destruction. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody really cares. As long as that beast of burden is out there, making that money, making that money, you don't give a shit. This ain't even about some Keisha shit. But one thing I will say that has always been the bane of the existence of the man moving forward is always going to be a bitch moving back. What you mean, Charles? I want you to think about this, right? How many black men in the world would have been highly educated and usually 90% of his problems was because of a female? And some of those times, majority of those times, it's a female related to him. How many black men were accused of sexual assault? It was fun when Chingy had that embarrassment, but come to find out, it was that transgender person committing the assaults to someone under 16, by the way. I'm going to say it again. It was funny that she lied about Chingy. She lied about Chingy, but was sodomizing an under 16-year-old teen, somebody who's underage. But I don't see the LGBT community speaking highly against that, do I? What about you, black women? Y'all cosplay. You allow cosplay women to put on proverbial your proverbial clothing. You allowed this. You allowed this. You allow that man to put on the sheep's clothing, the wolf's clothing, and sexually assault an underage boy. And none of you speak up about it. What about you, LGBT? We're doing ugly truths today. Y'all talk about decentered men. How does that work on the other foot? How does it feel when a person don't give a damn? How does it feel when men say, "Nah, that's your problem, sweetie. I'm good." I don't give a shit if a woman chooses a certain life. Choose to be a hoe? That's cool. Last time I checked, niggas love hoes. They ain't marrying them. We don't give a damn about your opinion. You never hear the black community really talk about investing in business because the greatest investment you can ever really do is in your children. You never hear about that. You never hear about effort being given. Why don't we do a church fund and investigate into uh into these scholarships for these young people? Nope. Nope. Nobody ever investigates to the future of a young black boy. Nobody. Let it be clear, let it be said. Nobody. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Even easier to forget about. The moms will have babies that think some other man's going to pick up the slack and invest in your boys. Like you bring in nothing but child molesters around your kids. FBI statistics say, hey, who's more likely to do that shit? Who's more likely to do that shit? Who's more likely to do it? The dreams of your children are eaten alive, cannibalized if need be. It's not even funny anymore, dude. You're willing to go sell your kids off. Just like the lady who shot the kid and that 20-year-old. All right? My heart of hearts. I think she was letting him go get through whatever he wanted. So he said no with the money. Sounds familiar, black folk? Sounds familiar? The first person to put a price on your pussy was not your father. It was not your brother. It was your mama. Your mama. Remember that. I want y'all to remember that for the rest of your life, young women. First person to put a price tag on what a man was and does was your mama. She didn't give a fuck if he was a drug dealer or not. As long as a bill got paid, your pussy was sold. That's all. But we wonder where all the money goes in the black community. It goes to a bunch of trifling people trying to live up to the Joneses of other trifling people. And that's how we're supposed to build. That's how we become communal. You successfully ruin childhoods, disenfranchised neighborhoods. Think about it. You try to make fathers out of pitiful men and think somebody else is going to be a mentor to deal with your fucking negligence. That is some of the most arrogant shit you could ever do. Daddy can literally be scot free. Scot goddamn free. You open your home to a bunch of fucking molesters. And I'm just wondering, is there any shame committed? Is there any shame that you can't reach? We ask all the time, where's the money for the boys? You don't give a shit. You don't give a shit. You want to talk about the first step of economics? Hold those who embezzle money accountable. It's nothing but fucking court supported extortion. That's all it comes down to. Extortion. You bring your fucking hellions tearing apart a fucking neighborhood. You will literally race to see nothing but destruction. You hate men because why? Men don't do well. Men cheat. No, they don't. Not to the fucking rate y'all do it. You literally will let a man take care of a baby for 20 years and be like, okay, knowing that that child is not that guy is not the father of that child. And then shake your head, oh well. But yet the courts will never force you to pay back the money you owe. Disgusting. And we're supposed to respect and build houses with that. Really? Are y'all fucking sick? Are y'all fucking sick? Get the fuck out of here. Well, Charles, you gotta understand, she was struggling. She been through a lot. Yeah, a lot of dick. We got more pity for goddamn whores and single mothers. Goddamn Jezebels. Ruined people than we do for any kid trying to make it in the fucking community. You don't like cheaters? Stop dating them. You the motherfuckers drunk, always bragging about taking somebody's man. How many of you are willingly in relationships with married men? We don't want to talk about that. We don't want to talk about that. Lo and behold, we don't want to talk shit about that. The saddest part about it is you got a lot of chicks out there who have a great man and fumble it like a goddamn shitty running back. I'm just going to start playing some of this shit that I wish you can fake it. I really wish you could.
No one funds a black boy's future unless he had parents that intentionally said, okay, we are having this child and this is what we plan on doing with him. No black boy alive right now had a plan for his future. But my point is, most black parents had children out of wedlock or they had them unprepared, which at the end of the day, if the child turns 18 and you've been broke for 18 years, that leaves that 18-year-old child or that 18-year-old black boy, to be exact, that leaves him to fend for himself. And yes, I'm speaking from experience when I talk about this shit, because as soon as I turned 17, I actually had to start working, funding myself, doing this, doing that. Then by the age of 18, I was helping my mama pay bills and shit. You know how it is, the black struggle. So what I mean by no one funds the black boy's future is true. In the comments, y'all can tell y'all story if you want to. There's no grandfathers or uncles gathering around to fund the black boy's future, let alone the mother. Even when you're living with your mama, she too busy paying bills, trying to find another husband or some shit, or find another man to help raise these badass kids. So Lil John grows up to be 18, 19, and he's seeing his homeboy that's 17 years old get his first car. His daddy didn't bought it for him. Meanwhile, your family telling you need to fund your own damn car because we too damn broke. So this is what I mean. Some black boys don't have a
majority
fund for their future. And this is what creates crash outs. This is why y'all end up talking about YNs. This is why them niggas is at the store. They gotta sell them things to get that money that y'all bashing them for not having. So let them stay at the store then. Stay out of these black boys' business. When y'all see these black boys running up in these buildings, it's because no one chose to fund them. This is the funding we have to do. Do I condone the killing that goes on? No. But if you get robbed by one of these YNs, don't expect no sympathy from Lil Zilla, okay? No one funds a black.
Sounds familiar? Sounds familiar? How many times have I said it? How many times have I said it? Now, in 2026, people are taking notice. Your boy damn near predicted the YN. Damn near predicted. Here's another brother who going through it. Listen to this shit. All right, let me turn the sound up. Start over.
And I like a man with a little bit of from here on out, things are gonna get real flashy. I don't care what you say. I like my man with a little bit of meat on him. I don't want no skinny man. I don't. And I like a man with a little bit of belly because the men, the big bus men, you know, the ones that's in the gym 24 hours a day, riding bikes and lifting weights and shit. Them men be the ones that's like the men.
Hey, this bird brain logic is getting out of hand. Y'all gonna stop the fit man slander. Right, every time a man is on top of his game with the discipline, with fitness, the consistency of fitness, right, the obstacles, the mental struggles with fitness, y'all gotta call them gay. What is going on with y'all? This is the same community where the women are 60% obesity rate, and y'all want to call men gay because they doing something that our women need to be doing. And I'm saying this as somebody who trained black women, who loves black women. Yes, my mother is black. Don't use that as a rebuttal to try to prove me wrong here. Ladies, this is stupid. Enough is enough. Y'all got to cut this out. And then y'all keep insulting the gay community as if it was bad, and y'all got gay best friends. Y'all got gay family members. What the hell is going on, bro? I'm really getting...
Remember, you're gay because you want to be in shape. You can't do shit anymore as a man, as a straight man.
Tired of the black community doing this, dog. It's getting ridiculous. Go to the gym, take care of yourselves. Men, women, gay, straight, it don't matter. The science is out there. It's the best for us. It's better to be in the gym taking care of yourself instead of sitting on your ass, gaining all this weight, visceral fat, excess fat. A lot of y'all just full of sugar and no common sense. It's getting crazy out here, man. And I'm going to keep talking about it. Keep sending me.
Here's another one. You think that's bad. Same dude. He's a personal trainer. Here comes the big backs.
In order to understand why Cheesecake Factory is having a menu with lower calorie options named Skinnylicious is incredibly harmful, you first have to understand and acknowledge that thinness does not equate health. Thinness does not equate health. That is a lie taught to you by diet culture. Another thing you have to understand is the weight stigma.
We're sick of it. We're sick of it. We let y'all have like 2021 to 2025. It's over with. We damn near in 2027. Cut it out. All these people building their brands off of this fat positivity, body positivity. Wrap it up. We're in a technology era, meaning more information is coming out about why it's important to lose excess body fat, why it's important to lose weight. We got more and more people calling it out. So if somebody wants to go to Cheesecake Factory and manage their calories because they give a fuck about themselves, it's not fat phobic. It's not harmful in any way. What is harmful is obesity, heart disease, the number one killer in America. Why would you encourage people to be obese? You being 5'3", 300 pounds or however much you weigh, that's more harmful than a skinny menu at Cheesecake Factory. Not being in a caloric deficit since 2006, we probably ain't been in a caloric deficit since before that, Biggie Biggs. That's harmful. But we're not going to keep letting y'all come on this internet and lie and let people stay comfortable in their misery. A lot of people actually aren't comfortable in their misery. They don't want to do something about it, but they keep listening to people like y'all affirming this bullshit. They don't want to put some work ethic in, work hard, get a little bit uncomfortable. We cutting that out. Y'all got to chill with this, man. Being mindful of your caloric intake at a restaurant like Cheesecake Factory and similar restaurants, they have 2,000 calorie meals, 2,500 calorie meals, 3,000 calorie meals, not to mention that cheesecake. So if someone wants to eat a lower calorie meal there and enjoy themselves on the weekend, it's perfectly fine. I'm getting sick of y'all, bro. So y'all can call me whatever name in the book, but the facts are the facts. All right, you're going to be better off making decisions like this for your future. It just is what it is, bro. So Biggie Biggs, cut it out. You already got me blocked on one of these apps, but you're going to have to block me.
How much? ABM and fellas, it gets even better. Here's my man again. It's the man with the man of the hour.
I can't stand a nigga that get on social media and say he don't fuck with BBWs. Nigga, you fucking gay. Gay. Nigga, just say you ain't got enough equipment, bitch ass nigga. You still pissing on your balls, pussy. Nigga, more BBWs for me and the real niggas. What's wrong with them? Too much ass for you? Oh, she got a little stomach? Oh, she got too much titties? Nigga, go get some dick then, bitch ass nigga.
Hey, fellas, we got to have another meeting. Ladies, feel free to chime in. What the hell is going on? Men, specifically black men. Not only are we encouraging obesity amongst the highest obesity demographic in the United States of America, we're de-policing. We're policing other man's D and telling them they have a small D because they don't want a BBW. Maybe they want a woman who's healthy and prioritizes her health. So since that's such a hard concept to grasp, because go to the comments on that original post, we're going to have a quick lesson here for you all. So let's look at the effects of obesity on pregnancy. I'm not sure what type of diabetes that is, but that's not good. I don't know what that is, but I know what a miscarriage and birth defects are. Let's encourage women to stay big and call men rainbow for not wanting an obese woman. Let's look at the effects of obesity on PCOS, worsening insulin resistance and increasing free testosterone levels. Ladies, I'm sure that's what you want. Look at the bottom right there, type 2 diabetes. Yeah, men are rainbow. Let's do another one for fun. The effects of obesity on menstrual cycles, irregular periods, heavier or prolonged bleeding, missed periods, or lack of ovulation. Yeah, guys are rainbow. It's just crazy to me how men, specifically black men, can't have standards for their women, want their woman to be healthy. It's crazy out here. It makes absolutely no sense. And they keep calling us rainbow. Do y'all not like these people? Because that sounds like an insult to me, but that's another conversation for another day. Fellas, listen, if you want your woman to be healthy, be loud about it, be proud about it. And ladies, if he wants you in the gym and he doesn't want you to carry excess fat and visceral fat, he's probably a pretty intelligent guy, probably cares about you, probably the man you want to talk to. But y'all keep doing Pookie and Ray Rays, and it is what it is. You know, I'm gonna tell the truth. You know, I gotta go.
Yeah, that's the beautiful part about how strong this black pill, red pill, black manosphere message has been going. Even if you're not officially red pill, officially black manosphere, at least the message is getting out there. I want you to think about it. I love athletic women. They're much more cheery. They have a better mental disposition. They're in better shape. If you like thighs, ass, titties, and no waist, you're definitely going to find it there because they love squatting. They'll help you stay motivated. If they're into health, they're going to help you eat more healthy meals. 9 times out of 10, if you're going to have children, they're going to promote healthy standards for those children. Yeah. Yes. They typically are going to raise children and make them more active in their learning as well. Why are we promoting BBWs? Garbage men dating world. That's why. You don't want to go out and get a woman with a stack of substance. You're not going to Zales or some expensive jewelry store to get a woman. You're trying to get a diamond ring out of a goddamn dumpster. And then lie and say it's the same price as anything else you had. Right. Low-brow chicken shit. Oh, well, BBW, if that's your preference, that's your preference. Well, most of the world says, no. Don't give me these European standards. None of that shit. So in other words, a nigga can come with a pot belly, broke as hell, and dirty, and we're supposed to accept that as well. Fuck out of here. Why did we do it? Why did we look at this shit and say it's acceptable? But yet, these are the same motherfuckers who want to raise kids with you. Any daddy will do. And you think we're supposed to build an empire. Why did I tell you last time I was on here? The Keisha politics are the least of your problems. I'm just reminding you how much they don't like you. How much they said you don't matter. It's shameful. On a legendary scale. And then to hate on others who take care of themselves. You know what? You hit the nail on the head, my brother. BBW. Okay, so why isn't there no HHM? Handsome, huge guys. Why don't BBWs want to get a man that's equally yoked? The handsome, huge brother. Huge or heavy brother. Who are they going for? They want the muscular. You ever notice the skinnier chicks want the fatter guys? Because they think the fatter guys are going to be simping on them, spending money on them. They don't want the muscular guys because they know the muscular guys can get women, and women flock to them. Why do you think the BBWs always want the muscular guys? I got a couple of buddies I used to wrestle with who were on the team. Got a couple of buddies of mine from high school who are male exotic dancers. Who are usually the biggest tippers for male exotic dancers? Who are the biggest tippers for them? It's always going to be the BBW. Always. But there's never going to be anything for men like that. You know why? Because if a man's fat, there's nobody coming to his emotional and mental rescue about him being fat. This is the reason why I keep preaching to you fellas. Never let anybody have dominion over your mental health. I don't care if it's your mama. I don't care if it's your father. I don't care if it's your kids. I don't care if it's your wife or girlfriend or even your friends. You should always have dominion over your mental health. We don't encourage the guy who's trying to make a life fitness journey. We don't encourage the guy making an educational difference. But we're supposed to encourage folks who constantly destroy themselves. That's demonic. That's demonic. That's truly demonic. And I'm going to tell you why it's a demonic spirit. Because one, we don't hear broke phobia. We don't hear that, do we? Some reason we hear all the bullshit, all the negative shit being plotted. Nobody wants to talk about the helping hand. Nobody wants to talk about the encouragement. Why don't we make another stigma? Multi-children phobia. I'm afraid. Oh, your goddamn children are by more than one goddamn father phobia. It's one thing if you actually got married to one of the fathers, but we know that's rare. Why are you doing this, Charles? Why are you saying this rough shit? We're going to open up all the phobias. Let's create some more phobias. You're right. They encourage destruction and mediocrity. I don't want to work hard at being a better me. So I'm going to shame all the dudes, all the dudes who want me to be better. You know what? Shout out to that little step class that they have that is predominantly black women. Shout out to even the big ones in that step class getting their help. I'll never shame a big girl or a big guy. Bastard phobia. There we go. Bastard phobia. I'll never shit on a big dude or a big girl in the gym getting their shit together because they want a better life, a longer life. But we're going to sit here and make excuses and allow people who are lazy to make excuses to the people putting in the work. Where did they do that? If you follow me on social media, most of the time you'll see me posting a bunch of chicks or dudes working out. Hell, you even got a video of me with no warm up repping 315 and 405. There's times I'm live with y'all and I'm kicking out a couple of sets, but you'll never know. If you want a better black community, a healthy black community has to be the number one priority. How much money do you spend on bigger clothes, medications, surgeries compared to healthy eating, resistance training, walking? Nobody talks about that shit. But we got bull daggers wanting to post my picture when I gave an honest opinion. Men don't hate women. We're just bored of them. But yet, you're going to come online talking all your shit about how you had to deal with a woman and all she wanted was more from you and you got bored of her. Oh, when your boy said something about it, he's wrong. Anybody want to join the panel is right there. Trolls are welcome if they like. It's been a while since I cussed Masters out. What's up, ABM?
What's good, man?
Let me go back out. Can y'all hear me?
I hear you.
Oh boy, let me switch my device real quick, like. What about now? Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Hopefully y'all can hear me.
You hear me? You hear me, Charles?
Damn it, y'all. What the hell's happening?
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you now.
All right.
This is the part. What's up, Ray? My condolences to your lost one. Um, I love it. See what your body actually adapts to, and see if you could take 5-on-5. Usually, you're in the mid range of your max, so it's going to give you 5. But you also got to make sure you're pacing it right because you got to be within a certain time, certain weight. So it's like closer to your mid to almost heavy. So you're going to do like, let's say if your max is 60 pounds, so you're going to go within 40 and you're going to curl it 5, 5, 5. Rest for 20, 30 seconds. It's going to be short rest. Another 5. Then you might go 5 pounds heavier, 5, 5, 5. Or we could start at 30, work our way up, and then right there. So it's good. You just got to know what your maximum is first. So that way you'll get a better workout and build your strength at the same time. I think that in the Black community, one of the biggest things that I think nobody ever talks about is the health of the Black community. How much money do we waste in health? Think about it. 2 things we waste is health and prosperity. You know, we gave more money away for church funds than college funds. Why can't you get the money from your religious institutions to take your kids to college? Trade school. You know, maybe if you pay for that kid's trade school, maybe you could give them some work fixing up the church. Helping you build another building for job training. I mean, I'm just asking. But we sit here, we got people criticizing. Oh yeah, why not help, put this together? Because y'all don't want to see a better future. What did we say last time? They don't want to see black men proceed.
Oh man, what's good? Hey, did you say something about that tranny and Chingy? She
Oh
got
yeah.
arrested for
Yeah, sexual assault on a minor. The same one that lied that was on that what was it, Love and Hip Hop New York. She got arrested for having sex with a minor under 16, young boy, and sodomy. So apparently she still got pieces down there.
and isn't she like on some type of reality show?
Yeah, she was on Love and Hip Hop New York at Baddies.
You see how fuckery when it comes to black always gets rewarded?
Mm-hmm. And she lied. She openly said she lied about having any sexual or any relationship period with Chingy. Hmm. Hmm.
So y'all think about that when y'all watch these shows. There's a reason why I don't watch them.
Yeah. You're basically incentivizing and funding fuckery. You damn near killed his career, almost killed his career off of a charge. What did my man say in that video? If a man works out, he's gay. If a man like he's defending black men, but yet every time a black man make a choice, he got to be gay. He got to be gay. But yet you still laugh at a guy who, if a tranny says, "Oh, I used to fuck him," and lie, slander, slander.
That's the black community. I mean, look at the podcast circuit. I was thinking about this earlier before you started your show of how average, average as Joe Rogan literally has the biggest podcast in the world.
Mm-hmm.
No hate to Joe Rogan, but he's average.
Yeah.
He's a average comedian at best.
At best.
He's been in a couple of movies, small little roles in movies here and there.
No Dave Chappelle.
I don't know if he's ever done any martial arts competitions.
Yeah, he used to be in Taekwondo. He was
Okay.
You know, the UFC really paves his way more than Fear Factor, I'll tell you that much.
But he can have the biggest podcast in the world. And when you watch it, I mean, every conversation is not always groundbreaking information, but it's not stupid shit either. But when you watch these, so for example, the Joe Budden podcast, what the fuck do they talk about other than celebrity gossip, stupid shit?
Fights.
And this is what you niggas tune into. You don't support nothing else. The bigger channels, the bigger platforms will always be dumb shit.
Celebrity bullshit. As a matter of fact, I remember when BGS talked to Jeff. They have fairly good size subscribers. How come there wasn't 1,000 people watching live? Midday.
Too intelligent.
You know, even some of I get it. I have shows rather late. But if you're telling me I can't muster 100 people, 50 people before I got shadow banned, and it's not about, oh, you need to do better, because I had less technology then, less working. So bullshit to that. But let's think about it, right? When I'm talking and I'm giving irrefutable data, just like when we talk about the FD signifier and all the police shit, and I actually corrected a lot of stupid shit he was saying. Nobody noticed. But like you said, we pay attention to most dumb shit, baddies. I mean, shout out to Drewski for the BET Awards. But why are we honoring somebody like Tiana Taylor, a ratchet? Why? Why? A person who broke away their family, damn made her ex-husband damn near almost broke, still wanting to pay after he gave $25 million and then $10 million worth from property. You still need $8,000 a month for child support? Really, nigga? She's not even a A-list celebrity or A-listed actress. To me, I don't even think she's talented. But we support this bullshit. When did the black community become anti-talented?
When the Kardashians came on the scene.
Thank you. And they're not even black.
The Kardashians made it possible for you not to be famous and get money and don't have a single talent in the world.
Not even a fucking talent.
We used to appreciate talent at least, but now we just appreciate what the young people call motion. It's not even talent no more. It's how many followers you have,
Yeah.
how many likes you get.
Oh, I'm talented because I got subscribers. I got likes. And you're doing likes off of stupid shit.
Yeah.
You got people filming people who just got gunned down and putting it on social media. You're heartless. You see two bitches fighting, nobody breaks it up anymore. I mean,
We push our academics further away in the corner for rappers. At least in the 90s. Now, the 90s was probably like the last era where black people actually cared about academics. Now you care about the rapper, the celebrity. They get the prestige. They always have the cameras in their face.
yeah.
You don't even know who's the premier professors and shit nowadays. I mean, who? Back in the day, it was Khalid Muhammad, Francis Cress Wilson, just to name a couple. Who are the people today? You don't know any because we don't we don't put them on Front Street. No, we put goofy, stupid fucking rappers on Front Street. Even when it comes to politics.
You allow Cardi B to speak to a then vice president, future president of the United States, to represent black people. This is what the fucking world thinks of you.
Yeah. And she's not even black.
Yeah.
And she's made her little slick little comments about black women over the years, but
Black
she
women make
gets
it.
she will get a forever pass because black women identify with her. And why do they identify with her? Because of her ratchet dumb shit. Because she's lowbrow.
The power of ratchetivity. It never ceases to amaze me.
Isn't it weird that Cardi B can get more black women to identify with her than Condoleezza Rice?
India Irie got more pushback. Condoleezza Rice, a highly intelligent woman who loves her dad and football, who literally was one of the most powerful people in politics and probably around the world. Secretary of State, former Secretary of State. And you're telling me that black women don't support her?
How do you want better? Gen Z don't even know who the fuck she is.
So, Gen Z probably don't even know how to pronounce her name.
But yet you identify with a woman that's arguably black, that's questionably black. Kamala Harris. Questionably black. You're not even
And then,
100% sure she got a black daddy.
nope.
I'm
And then
still waiting for proof.
here's the fucked up part. You hear all the grimy shit she did to black people in California as their state's attorney, as the attorney general, and putting a mother in jail, literally, because her daughter was sick with sickle cell. Keeping people in there would have kept black men on death row and laughed about it. That's who you wanted as president, bitches?
Chucks and pearls, baby.
Hmm. Oh boy, chucks and pearls. I will see that we cast pearls upon the swine. More swine. It's it's sad. It's sad.
Lowbrow has been able to infiltrate black culture. You know, if you go back to last year's basketball season when the Atlanta Hawks was thinking about they was kicking around the idea of having a Magic City night. So you had a lot of people saying, no, yeah, we don't want to bring the strip club vibe to an NBA game. There's kids there and shit, and let's chill with that. And who was most upset about that when the NBA finally said no to it, change of plans, we're not going to do Magic City night in Atlanta? You
Yep.
guessed it, niggas.
Niggas.
And I remember watching the video, and it was, of course, a black chick, and she's upset, and well, the strip club is black culture, and I remember thinking, bitch, no, it ain't.
No, it isn't. That's lowbrow
Since
culture.
when? Since when did the strip club become somebody's culture?
Lowbrow culture.
Lowbrow, ratchet, stupid shit has been allowed to infiltrate the culture. This is why niggas is mad because Tuskegee is trying to have some kind of a dress code.
What the fuck do we need to tell grown people not to come outside with do rags and bonnets? Even though you don't really see a lot of black men with do rags outside like that, but I seen two girls in a damn store right in front of me. Which was it? Two girls in a store. They had to be like older teenagers and bonnets.
I saw a chick the other day, might have been last week, walking down the street, full pajama. Uh, it was the pajama short set
Mm-hmm.
outside, walking down the block, knowing full fucking well that shit should never leave the house. Lowbrow, ratchet, stupid, lazy. Lazy. Too fucking lazy to throw on a pair of sweatpants.
Mm-hmm.
And anytime somebody tries to correct this, offer guidance, offers, or try to have some sort of try to ream this dumb shit in, they come with the defiance. Defiance for defiance sake.
and I remember my son's graduation in June, early June. This one chick, it is at Coppin University, Coppin State University, in the auditorium, in not the auditorium, the gymnasium. And this one chick had this gray halter top and shorts where you could literally see the curve of her ass and slides. You ever notice when a chick is dark skinned and she's ashy a little bit? We should not see the bottom curve of your ass out at a graduation.
Basic
That's a,
basic decorum is racism.
yeah. Holding you accountable is racism. Like,
Respectability politics. Well, these people have always been racist, so it don't matter. No, bitch, you're just low class.
yeah.
You're low class. You know, just like the twerking at the graduation shit that
Right.
nobody wants to get tired of. That is always going to be some dumb bitch that just has to do it. They already put the fucking warning out. Hey, look, don't come on the stage doing no goddamn twerking. Just grab your diploma, keep it moving. But somebody has to do it anyway.
Just to be defiant. Remember, years ago was mom twerking at her son's graduation. His big day, you had to make it about you. His big day, you had to make it about you. And now you had a chick who had her diploma withheld because she had a full fucking split and busted wide open at her graduation at high school.
Mm-hmm.
And you might not even be 18 yet.
High
I think
school.
she was high school graduation, a high school girl,
Fucking high
full split,
school.
full split, busted wide open like the greatest of Magic City strippers.
Fucking high school.
High school at a graduation, a formal event. People
This is
forget that prom. Go ahead.
this is the generation that's out here now. Think about that.
You forget that proms and graduations are actually considered formal events.
Dude, I remember if you were lucky enough to have parents that would let you hold the car for prom
Mhm.
night, you were
Right.
fucking lucky. You were the man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at prom now and notice it's only niggas that
Niggas
do
who
this.
overdo it. And
I
then,
swear to God, Charles, please let me get this out. I swear to
oh,
God.
go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
This was maybe 5 years ago, maybe prom night. I'm driving down Madison Street. It's a fucking horse and carriage on fucking Madison Street
Holy shit.
down the hill. I felt so sorry for that fucking horse.
He's like, this is so beneath me.
I felt so sorry for that horse. Poor horse.
Got it, trash. Spending all that money.
Somebody and down the hill came up with the brilliant idea to get their kid a fucking horse and carriage for prom night. It's amazing the amount of creativity and amount of money we can come up with for stupid shit. But you never hear these same people talking about they came up with money for a tutor. Less than
Nope.
10% of black boys are reading on grade level. This is the generation that's going to take over after us. A
We only got,
nation of niggas who can't fucking read.
and I want to tell you something. If you're 45, 44, technically you still got about roughly 10 more years, 15 at best. Not living, but when they start to come into the so-called work world and supposed to guide us to the future, you got more money set for proms than tutors. You got more money set for gender reveals and baby showers than weddings or college funds. But then you'll see people doing all this fancy shit for gender reveals, and the couple never gets married. Hmm. I'm just wondering.
Thousands of dollars spent on baby showers. Baby daddy nowhere to be found.
Yep.
Thousands
Or
of dollars on baby showers so you can be in the delivery room with your mother.
did you hear what happened to me today? I answered this one question on Instagram to this dyke. By the way, this dyke is in her 30s and a grandmother. So obviously you had your child super, super, super duper young. Not knocking it, but that's obvious thing. So she puts up this video how straight men hate women. I said, no, we don't hate them. It's just that most men, when you take sex off the equation, are bored with them. They're not conversations. They don't talk about anything of interest to men. That's why women have really low substance. Now, you know what she did? She went to my Instagram trying to post my picture and trying to embarrass me and all this other shit. Oh, you sound stupid and ignorant. I said, no, 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 no. Why didn't you pick the pictures when I'm in the gym or my son's graduation or my military service? But you picked that because you just a upset bitch.
Well, it's like you said, she's a dyke. It's the penis envy. It's the adversarial dynamic that every black woman has to have with a black man, no matter what. So, because you have your own thoughts and views and opinions, that has to trigger her and upset her. And she's in her 30s doing shit like this.
As
You
a
see what I mean
grandmother.
by lowbrow?
Lowbrow as a grandmother.
Grandmother.
But yet, I'm the bad guy because I just told her, hey, you posted it. So guess what? It's like this video. I should not be afraid of motherfuckers saying that they disagree with my live streams when my live streams are out in the fucking open. Eat a dick. Well, then again, that's what got you pregnant in the first place. I like cat. Obviously, you don't. If you have a grandson, you dumb bitch.
The typical black woman. Lay up with anything. Today it's men, tomorrow's chicks. Next week is back to dudes.
Don't be mad. Tricks are for dicks.
I mean, this is the community. This is what it is. You got a bunch of women out here don't know if they want to be gay or straight. How you a lesbian with a grandkid? And you wonder why the kids grow up confused, crash outs, burnouts. This is why. So, somebody said poor horse. Yeah, I feel bad for that fucking horse. Why is this horse in the middle of the drug trade in East Baltimore? That horse belongs on a farm doing horse stuff. You there, Charles?
I'm there. I had to do my own Baltimore Aries trolling to that bitch. She literally posted one of my pictures. I said, I know why. I know why you posted one of my pictures. And some fat bitch was like, ew. I'm like, first of all, fat bitch, I look better than you. Number two, I'm I really don't care because a lot of these fucking people, you know, are disgusting. When you really think about it, I don't have to. There's very few times I go lowbrow, but that was one of them. If you're gonna post my picture, post all of them. Give me the free publicity. My page is open on Instagram. Go ahead, show the women what they missing in their life. Show them what they missing. I think a lot of people are really upset with, like you said, penis envy. This is the reason why a lot of times when we have issues in the black community, we don't use logic. We don't use logic. You see how we break down many things? And there's times me and you may not agree on things, ABM. But you never notice how, what's up, Loss? good, Incredible Hulk, huh? Yeah, that's actually traditional. Baby showers are not a male appointed thing. Men are usually supposed to have their separate thing when we're smoking cigars, having drinks, giving worldly advice. You're giving money or some type of support to support the child. Men and see, should I bring it down, ABM?
Go for it.
A long time ago, men and women had separate entities, meaning we had the barbershop, they had the hair salon, we had the bowling alley, they had like Tupperware night. We would go to the gym, they would go to a fitness center with just women. Very few things we did in leisure, unless it's you and your wife or the kids. Men in total and women in total did not do the same thing at the same time. We had separation. So, what's up, Namer? So, a lot of times you see this in the Arabic and African cultures. There's some things men and women do together, but a large majority of it is separate between men and women because you need your reprieve. You need the ability to be around men. You notice in the black manosphere how we come to converge and have peace. Everybody puts down their knives, their swords, their bow staffs, their arrows, all the weaponry, the morning stars, the mace, the switchblade, the razor blade. We put down all the machine gun. We put them all down to sit at the table, get a cup, and rejuvenate ourselves in our masculinity. The reason why they say it's gay is because it's shaming is this very important reason. One, if women are allowed to come into your space, they usually want to dictate. You never see conscious intellectual thought when you include women in an organization. You never see that really. Not saying it doesn't happen, but you really don't see it. You notice the system actually goes downward when you start bringing women into those spaces. It's the fact of the matter that once women coming in, you got to be careful. You can't. Everybody's going to be hurting, watching their feelings. She's going to have the last. She's going to talk out of turn. Remember, women can always tell you how it feels to be a man, but you can't tell them how to feel to be a woman. Tell me, how does it feel to be a man when the world shits on you? Even your dykiest of dykes, studiest of studs, when they want to get into a fight
Tomboyish of tomboys.
and they bucking up on somebody and they got to fight their way, guess what? Nobody's going to have
Mm-hmm.
mercy upon you.
Nope.
You're going to get the shit slapped out of you. And you better handle it like a man. Oh, I'm tough. I'm this. This is the reason why I don't believe in, well, don't put your hands on a man, on a woman. Don't do that. Nah, she entered the realm of men. She gets the consequences of men. Men don't choose who they fight if the confrontation comes down to it. That's bullshit. That is bullshit. You know it. I know it. The goddamn TV know it. My goddamn
Men know
cat
when
knows
to
it.
assess. Excuse me. Men know the importance of assessing the situation and knowing when to engage and what not to engage. There are times when your man might tell you, ladies, get in the car. What? Get in the car. We're out of here. But we're having a good time. Babe, get in the fucking car. Something doesn't feel right. Oh no. When a woman says something don't feel right, then we can say, okay, all right, I gotta follow her. But when you say something don't feel right, she gonna look like you and your feelings? Nah, bitch, my spidey senses are tingling. My instincts are saying something bad gonna happen.
Yeah,
My constant need to assess threats is telling me, thumbs up, we gotta go.
but yet,
But go ahead.
but yet, they talk about vividly
Uh-huh.
how black men don't protect. You're right.
On their
We
terms.
don't.
On their
We
terms.
don't. They're right
hmm
because we don't protect ourselves first. Because protection and the first rule of it is what, fellas?
Obedience.
So why the fuck you don't listen to yourself? See how deep that got?
Yeah. So deep that we realize, but some people realize how lacking they are in depth of understanding of a lot of this shit, my dude.
Why am I with this chick who causes nothing but mayhem? But we go back into the technology and say, why are we
hmm
not building? How can I build when I'm with a person who constantly breaks it down?
And selling your tools behind your back
Not
and
even
giving your
selling your tools.
supplies to to other competitors at the same time.
Not even selling your tools. Selling the property you're supposed to be working on in the first place.
hmm Calling
Because
calling the necessary authorities saying you're trespassing.
because let's say what it is. They don't want to see you succeed because they're scared you're going to leave.
How insecure can some women be unless they're afraid that we're going to realize, oh,
Hey, fuck.
This is what you get.
hmm
Because for the black community to go forward,
hmm
the black community the black community has to be something of a hit or miss.
oftentimes. I want to mention something really important about gender reveals. I don't understand why. When did this gender reveal thing become such a big deal? The fact that you're having a child be a big deal, whether it's a boy or girl. And
You know why?
you're supposed to find out about it at the when you have the sonogram. Shouldn't be just some big celebration after that.
You
Hell,
know
some parents
why?
didn't want to know. Go ahead.
You know why? Who gets all the attention?
The mother.
Who gets all the attention?
The expecting mother, of course.
What's one of the things about postpartum?
First of all, her hormones drop after giving birth. You know, her hormones drop, and then she starts going through a bout of depression as a result. And
You know
unfortunately, a lot
why
of
she
women do
goes
not want to deal with that shit. They don't
you
understand
know
what that is.
you know why she goes through the depression?
hmm
One of the reasons why she goes through depression is because all the attention is off her.
and on the baby.
Yep. And guess what? She gets jealous.
How you gonna get jealous of your own child, especially considering that your child, especially when most women in general, when they look at their children, that they see their child as an extension of themselves. Fathers, we understand that child is their own entity. Babies, up for the first 6 months of their lives, they see themselves as an extension of their mother until they start learning that they have their own sense of self. So I think it's like, women do not understand, like there's certain aspects of postpartum depression that they don't want to talk about because they think it's shameful. There's that sense of shame that gets in the way. As far as the gender reveal thing goes, that has more to do with the man than it does to the woman, because remember, it's the father's sperm that determines the sex of the child. Notice I said sex, not gender. We have X and Y chromosomes, which means life began in our father's nutsack. We all get an X chromosome from our mother. That's a given. But that X or Y chromosome, each of us inherits from our father, and that little chromosome, that Y chromosome, even though they downplay it because of its size, has a lot of impact. In fact, I've gone so far as to once said to some women, like, women can't be cocky. I had a lesbian friend that looked at me like, what? What do you mean? I said, spell the word. And I asked this to other women, gay, straight, or otherwise, spell the word cocky. And like, oh yeah, the first 4 letters, because we don't have you're 80% of the way there. You're forgetting something. What's that last letter? What do you think that last letter, the letter Y, what does that represent? The Y chromosome. What would a person who has 2 X chromosomes know about having a Y chromosome and the genes in it?
They know about why because they asked it so goddamn much.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they know about the Y chromosome. Why? Why can't we do this? Why?
Okay, you go ahead. You want to try it? Go ahead. Now I'm going to say something that's really outrageous, but it needs to be said.
You outrageous, impossible.
Or controversial. But it might put some people's it might put a lot of guys' manhood in jeopardy if their ego gets in the way. Fellas, next time you get it on with your lady and your woman talks about like, oh, I can do better than you I can do what you do. I said, oh, really?
Put these goddamn pants on.
No. Next time y'all get your freak on, have her try to ride that dick Amazon style. There's a sex position called Amazon style. You guys gotta look it up. It's almost like a reverse missionary, and you're just like, all right, let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. She ain't not gonna last less than a minute or a minute and a half at most, because she does not understand the mechanics, the biomechanics of what dudes go through when they're in the missionary position. She's gonna throw her back out, her knees are gonna buckle underneath her. And she'd be like, y'all hit it, please hit it please. Just hit it from the back. You want me to hit it from the back? Yeah, I just want to hit it from the back. All right.
See, the problem is just being honest.
Yeah.
It just hurts. It just hurts.
Hey. Missionary is not for everybody. I mean, especially if you understand the anatomy of the woman.
Wait till you figure out that most women are not nowhere near as good at sex as they like to make it out to be.
You're too passive. You're too passive.
They're never good at. I mean, let's really say it. A lot of people, don't want to admit this, but goddamn, when we when we look at shit,
Mm-hmm.
sex has never, especially in the black community, sex has never been predicated upon the woman. What's up, Simply D?
Yeah. So,
It's never been predicated on the woman. The woman
mhm.
can be a fucking surfboard for all the fuck we know. And this is why. Shout out to the, how be his name, everybody's favorite Captain Jack Sandog. This is the reason why it's important not to do idol worship.
Yeah.
To give idol worship. Let's see.
Hey, the word simp is an acronym.
Sucker
Simp
idolizing
in itself,
mediocre pussy.
yeah.
Let me
Sucker
take that.
idolizing mediocre pussy. Mediocre.
Is it possible for your woman to want you physically too much? Why don't they want you physically too much? And I'm not even just talking about sex. Carry this, lift that, do this, do that. You're more valued in the black community as a beast of burden than the intellectual man making decisions.
Which explains, Charles, why every woman wants you to vote Democrat. Because what is the mascot of the Democratic Party?
A jackass.
That you are. That is correct.
And you're a living jackass if you can't dictate. We're not doing this. Think
Mm-hmm.
about it. You got to break her back down. You got to do all this shit, man. Get your nut first, and then guess what? Here's the easy part. She'll stag around, get her nut, and then she'll run, pull up her
Mm-hmm.
pants and say, "Oh nope, oh no, get your nut first. First time, get your nut, because depending on the chick, you may not get yours ever. That might be a one and done.
Oh, that yeah. You better get. Hey, you better get yours. I got mine. You better get yours. Kind of mentality. That is like back in '94.
No, that's what a lot of women go off of. They will simply go for that shit.
Mm-hmm. And they project that we're going to do the same to them. I'm like, no, no, no. I'll look at it from another perspective. To another example. Remember that picture there was a painting that BGS used to sum up the issue of the black gynocracy.
That was the one with the water.
The one with the water, and both of them are chained up. She has the key that
to a tree, and she has the key and she's got a ball and chain on her ankle, and she's drowning in the water. She's stretching out to the man, but she got the key in the damn water.
Because she knows that the roles, because she's projecting on us, because she's projecting on us exactly what she would do if the roles were reversed. They'll ditch her ass immediately. I'm like, what are you doing? The hell is wrong with you? But that lets you know exactly what they think of you. A beast of burden. You guys have, they think of you as like Eddie Murphy in the Shrek movies. Get the hell out of here.
It's hilarious. Think about it. You're in a fucking place where the only man in the building is somebody who is not even a man.
I remember where I'm from traditionally in my tribe, going back to this gender reveal thing, you didn't know the sex of the child until the birth. Afterwards, the mother would have a baby shower, which is basically her and the women, and they would engage in certain traditions. that was supposed to bless the child and protect the child from all evil until the baptism. And then at the baptism, there were certain rites that had to be performed. And the child's first birthday, they would do this one practice where they would make this traditional bread and they would break it on the child's back, saying, "Lord, please give this child a strong back," because we were traditional, sedentary farmers and whatnot. But we all understood everybody had a role to play. And eventually, especially with baby boys, eventually when they're weaned, eventually they're going to have to join be in the men's group and learn about the rites of passage of manhood. So it's that simple. There were no new kinds of celebrations just to over accentuate and give attention where it's needed. We're like, no. People had to learn humility. Unfortunately, they did not reward being innovative in certain times. When things needed to, when we need to advance ourselves as a society.
Yeah. We don't like to advance
Or encourage
ourselves.
people. Yeah. No, nobody encourages people to think outside the box. You have to adhere because everybody thinks if you think outside the box, we might lose our identity. No. We have to constantly evolve.
Like, here's my question. What is black culture
Mm-hmm.
without fucking fuckery?
To somebody who is insecure about their blackness, it's almost like as if we're turning into white people.
Because white people are not the culture people you think historically they are. Because last time I checked,
Mm-hmm.
how many famines been in Europe? How many assassinations?
More than any of us can count.
How many wars? How many?
More than anybody can count.
How many times did they get into scuffles?
Oh, plenty of times they've gotten into scuffles over some of the most trivial shit. Their geopolitical, their geopolitics is far more complicated, and some of us fail to realize they're no different than us. They bleed like us. They're more prone to violence. I mean, ask yourself this: when was the last time you heard Africa got hit with a plague?
Only when white people bring them there.
Mm-hmm. You've never heard of a huge. I mean, we've had droughts in certain parts. We've had locust infestations from time to time.
When do you hear about cancer in Africa?
At large scales, not so much.
But you hear
We've heard
large
Ebola
scale.
outbreaks
And when do you have Ebola?
every once in a while, especially when you realize that Ebola is a result of nature fighting back from human intervention.
Bullshit. First of all, a lot of that shit was planted. None of that shit was. I know so.
Mm. Okay.
That shit. Trust me. Do me a
I will
favor.
not argue with you.
Get a map.
Mm-hmm.
Get a map of Africa, right?
Right.
Somebody be the scribe of this real quick because I know they might mute this out of my voice. So, right, somebody write it down in the chat. Take a map of Africa and put where all the natural resources are in each inch of Africa, right? The whole continent.
Mm-hmm.
Then you take a plastic little map over top of them and show me wherever disease outbreaks, whatever wars, whatever coups, and place it on top of there. And what you're going to find out is similar. What's the similarities?
They're all in proximity of one another, or they're in the exact same place.
So you telling me the Congo, which is probably the richest, dense, nutrient dense, diamond dense, natural resource dense part of the fucking earth, is going to have all these diseases? Are we fucking serious?
That place is also biodiversity. Very, it's rich in biodiversity. Do you have any idea? With the flora and fauna over there, you can find cures for almost any kind of disease.
So you're telling me, with so much biodiversity, how do we spring disease? Because disease usually starts with what? Stagnation.
Mm-hmm.
Right? From a scientific view, right?
Mm-hmm.
Meaning, are African people known for having trash around like that?
No.
Until
Or something or a virus like this.
Or until you brought poverty into that country.
Mm-hmm. And it spreads as like wildfire.
So let's talk about this, right? We need to be fair and really realizing that there's people like Bill Gates and others who talked about overpopulation. How many times has he been giving vaccines to Africa? Take that map of Africa with all the natural resources all around it, and in place wherever the wars, the coups, and all the diseases, the outbreaks, and all this shit happens. How the
What
fuck
was
is
it
it
around the
that?
same time? Was it around time you had the Zika virus outbreak in whatchamacallit, in Brazil? You saw an outbreak of Ebola in Sierra Leone and Liberia.
Yeah, I want you to think about it, right? How come you have more people in Europe die of fucking COVID than Africa?
Well, it definitely isn't because we have a natural immunity.
You do. They have a natural immunity to malaria and other diseases.
Yeah, it's called sickle cell.
So you're telling me, right? All these other places have all these diseases,
Yes.
and now you're telling me, oh, we got to have all these places where they did the shots. You made people sterile.
Or like what they do provide for the women is like these type of shots that so they can space out at childbirth.
You know, you
For more
made people
family planning.
sterile. You gave them diseases. What did you do? You try your best. Every time you see the Gates, any of his foundations, they're always into sterilization. Well, we have a population. It's always population.
What population are you talking about? I would ask that person. I mean, isn't that what wars do as well? Isn't that why we have wars? Wars going across the continent?
Why do you think you spread war?
Displacing motherfuckers like crazy?
We're gonna start this. We're gonna start this place versus this place.
Mm-hmm.
You give them GMOs to keep the soil from growing.
You deny them the right to study botany and learn about the ecology You understand? And also you deny people the right to learn biochemistry,
Because you know
bio,
why? Because you'll fuck
why?
around and make people realize how fucked they were listening to you. Why do you think all of Africa left the summit? I said, fuck everybody.
Condescending ass bitches. Oh, wait. I said it wrong. As Snowman's alter ego, the commission would say, you thirsty ass bitches.
Why don't all the people who agree with overpopulation, why don't you off yourselves first? Set the example.
Exactly. Or go to the moon. Go get in your bunkers. Go get in your spaces. And this is where I would tell a lot of people, like, look, a lot of you sons of bitches have your nerve, right?
Mm-hmm.
You make your money and you think you have dominion over people. But, you know, there's too many people out there who literally want to look at us and say, hey, we're the problem. No, stop blaming black people for your fucking issues. This is what the fuck we need to say.
I
Stop
would ask them,
allowing
how am I
people.
responsible for your mess?
How am I responsible for your system?
Yeah.
Exactly. How you
As
fail at
Snowman,
your
or
fucking
as
system.
Sandor would say, as Sandor would say, I want you to treat. I can't do his voice. I want you to explain to me, like I'm 3 years old, how this is. How this is.
I want you to think about this, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is white supremacy in a nutshell. How do you fail at your deceit? How do you fail with your deceit? You know, how do you fail with your own trickery? You get tricked by the trick you taught. See, nothing's ever illegal till the nigga gets a hold of it. Did y'all hear what I just said?
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
you cooking.
Nothing's ever illegal, immoral, and unconstitutional till the nigga gets hold of it. You can commit whatever atrocities you want. You can invade whatever country you want as long as you use the words justice, diplomacy, independence,
Weasel words galore.
freedom. I want you to think about that, right?
Mm-hmm.
White supremacy was such a stronghold to your black ass, right? So much so that we literally had to get rid of DEI, which was drug cartel level funneling money to 85% of white women. It was welfare to white women with degrees. Only 3.5% of black people ever been helped by the bullshit. And guess how many women compared to men?
Let's see. What's the ratio of men to women who benefited? Let's see. 1 to a billion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I gotta stop lying. It's actually 1 to a trillion.
So you're telling me
Mm-hmm.
that first and foremost, first and foremost, You're gonna be mad because of DEI.
I would ask that person, what does DEI stand for? And if they say it wrong, I'm gonna slap them. We got to say big shout out to our brother AB Media because he said it right. It's diversity, equality, integrity. No, right.
Include
Diversity, equity, inclusivity.
and and here's the part about being diverse, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're being told that this includes you. And we know black men don't get shit.
Never have, never will.
We get we're the only people that fat shame. We I just played the videos for y'all. We shame black people for wanting to take care of their bodies and health. Why? Because the bitches know they can't compete. That sounds like a uncompetitive person to me.
Let me put it this way. You ever see somebody who's had substance abuse problems going to try to turn their life around? What's the first thing they're told they have to do? Sammy Davis Jr. even said this when he had to give up alcohol. You have to remove yourself from that environment, which means you have to sever ties with all those friends you had when you were in that lifestyle. You have to leave that environment. Because if you try to turn your life around while you're among them, they're going to shame you as hell because they think, oh, you just a punk, you pussy, this, that, and then you're going to succumb to peer pressure to come back in. When truth of the matter is, they when they see you trying to turn your life around, they see something that they know they could be, but they hate themselves because they know they can't do it. And that's cowardice.
But that's what they call us, cowards. I think you're a coward because a black man's supposed to give up his life for the cause for black women. But are you going to keep feeding
You,
the system your sons? What did we
you
have
know who
said
was
to you?
considered a coward? I mean, you know who's considered a coward? I'm gonna put this out in the show The Wire. When he had those three friends, Wally, Poot, and Bodie. Who do you think was considered a coward?
Mm.
Poot, because he left the game. He had a normal life and went and just got a normal 9 to 5. Poot understood, especially after he got humble after his stint, that when he came back, he's like, "There's nothing out here for us, man. There's no loyalty in the streets. It ain't worth it no more." Especially
Is
after
there
Wally died. After Wally's death,
is there loyalty in the community?
hell no.
Let's look at this.
It's situational. It's situational loyalty.
We don't even have we don't even have people looking out for the young men and young women of the day. I am literally surprised that when a person finds peace, we knock them for it because they don't want to deal with drama.
They think you're weird. But Charles, it's weird for somebody to find peace or find peace and quiet. They need chaos. Chaos is where it's at.
For you, my friend, for you. I mean, Let's look at this shit.
Did he mute himself?
No, I just
Huh.
paused.
Oh, thank God. For a minute, I thought you went flatline. Then somebody had to get the defibrillator.
Nah,
Clear!
definitely.
Clear!
I got the heart of a 20-something-year-old dude.
When was the last time when was the last time you went to get a physical? Oh, wait. Black people don't get physicals. Black people
did.
need to go to the hospital and get blood work.
Guess what I do?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
But you didn't answer my
actually,
question.
I got one about a month ago.
All right.
So I probably get more physicals than most people even go to even see to walk the streets. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
tell you what's funny, right? We
Mm-hmm.
got black people who, how can I say it? We don't champion sensible shit. Unless you into some nigga shit, we don't give a shit about you.
Nope. Nobody encourages the kids to encourage people to do the right thing, or they say do the right thing, but they don't tell you what it is. Especially when they do say things that are like purposely vague, as if they're speaking you in code, as if somebody listening. I'm like, just tell me straight up. What are you trying to tell me? What's with these riddles?
Well, you know I gotta say some big dip shit.
There's some people who just should say things in plain speech, because when they say things that are in depth, it just shows how damn shallow their thinking is.
I mean, we can't get
And that's the problem, ain't it? Too many people are
Mm-hmm.
just plain fucking shallow.
Mm-hmm.
Just shallow as shit.
Absolutely.
You know, everybody got a bachelor's and a master's and a doctorate in niggonomics. Why you want to go better yourself? Why you want to go join the army? What fucking chances do I have out here, my nigga? Let's think about that for a second. Your
Why
child
don't you
wants
come
to
out here and make this some easy money with us? Easy money? You understand how pricey, how much that costs, what the price is to get easy money? It's too high.
let's look at shit that's reasonable, right?
Yeah.
Reasonable.
That's a word that you don't hear every day. It's
Now
not a lexicon of most people.
we're gonna look at the reasons of this shit. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Right now, if I go and tell, even though one of my godsons just graduated basic,
Oh, congratulations.
if I go and tell black men to go in the military right now,
Mm-hmm.
how many people are gonna call me a coon like I didn't hear before when I first joined the space?
Especially now, a lot of them like, man, I don't want to go fight in Iran.
You're not.
Who said anything about going to fight in Iran? Who said anything about you going to fight in Iran? Enlist, if you say if you're going to enlist in the Air Force and you're going to probably be doing
Nothing.
intelligence or something like that. I'm like,
you might be guarding a silo for you know, as security forces.
Earthquake was that?
I mean,
The community earthquake. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, security force is also one of the most common jobs in the Air Force.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, when we really have these discussions, why do we always let people with no intelligence guide us?
I mean, it goes back to what I was saying earlier about the podcast stuff. We don't elevate our intellectuals.
Oh.
We elevate buffoons, clowns, comedians,
Mm-hmm.
entertainers, everything lowbrow.
What do they do? They entertain, because everybody wants to be entertained. They don't want to be enlightened. They don't want to be educated.
No, you don't, because with intelligence comes responsibility. And most people don't want the responsibility of being intelligent. Because then you don't have excuses.
It was Carl Jung who once said, thinking is hard. That's why it's so easy for people to criticize.
I look at a lot of my friends from high school and shit, and they got their homes because they went in the military.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, why am I knocking people that went to the military? It's like you criticize people, but then you don't have anything better. You don't have a better plan. Nah, don't go into the military, bro. Don't fight the
You
white
gonna fight
man.
the white man?
Okay, great. Okay,
Yeah.
so what do you have for me then? What do you have? Don't fight in the white man's army, but go work for the white man's corporation. Go to the white man's supermarket, buy my food. Right? I mean, what are you really saying by that? Pay the white man for my electricity, pay the white man for my water, pay the white man taxes. You know, I mean, I'm just saying, like, what are you really saying when you say that in today's day and age? You know what I'm saying? It's like it's the 21st century, bro. And trust me, I get it. Like, okay, but again, you don't have anything better for that person. You have nothing better.
No, to your point, you look at that person and go like, you have a better idea? And right there, when they say, and you realize a lot of them are thinking like a female, because men forget, when you say something, you're going to get called out. Like, what the hell are you talking about? What do you mean? And you better have something to come back with. Otherwise, you just look like a damn fool. But instead of deal with it, they just want to get a confrontation with you. Like, oh, you trying to say something to me?
Like, I mean, again, I get it. Racism, all that. Okay, I mean, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But when you say the white man's army, it's like, my nigga, everything I do in life is somehow connected to the fucking white man at the end of the day. Again, you go to the white man's fucking supermarket for your food. For your fucking food.
Bro,
you went to the white man's DMV for your driver's license. For your state identification, because you can't get shit without it. You're not going to get a home loan, nothing without that state ID. Motherfuckers walking around with fucking iPhones. Who made that? Like, I mean, I'm just saying, like Doug, it ain't no other way around it. So if it's something positive, it's something that's gonna, you mean, be a benefit for dude. What are you knocking him for? You can disagree if you want to, but what's the point of knocking him? Because at the end of the day, you and I both know you don't have anything better for him. You're not gonna fucking hire him. Do you say that? Do you say, yo, don't go join the military? Come work for me. You don't say that.
Am I getting by working for you? Am I going to get work? I mean, am I going to get workman's comp or insurance, anything, or medical plan? You got a dental plan for me? You got this, that, and the third that I can provide? Well, no. I mean, it's a start, dude. I could probably enlist in the Navy. They'll pay for me to go to college, and I can further advance myself once I leave the military and come back into civilian life. I could do certain things working for the government and find ways to help my people at the same time. And you know what's really fucked up? You know what's really fucked up sometimes? When you enlist or do this, that, and the third, and you become really successful about it, Next thing you know, everybody up in your business, they like, oh yeah, fam, is there a way you can hook up my cousin and this, that, and third? Or is there any way you can help me hook me up and try to find a way to get in here, put in good word for me, something like that? And these were the same people who were knocking you for trying to do, what we were supposed to be doing.
Hey, I'm gonna put the phone down. I'll be right back.
All right. Hang on a second. I don't know where Charles went, but I'll try my best to hold it down. Oh, Metro officers getting kicked out of the neighborhood, Ray? Hey, Ray, to one of your questions, yes, Charles, regarding Gears of War E-Day. I think that's an Xbox exclusive, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if Charles has an Xbox. But Gears of War, E-Day, I remember a lot of people were cross promoting that. Like over the weekend when I was watching SummerSlam, on the ring mat, Gears of War E-Day was plastered on it. That just shows you how much people are willing to, how much cross promotion is going about here, there. Lets you know how some people just, really want to over promote shit. They latch on what's really big here and there. Now, hang on a second. Now I want to ask everybody here a question, really important question. At the end of the day, are you doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing? Are you taking the right steps to get where you need to go? I sometimes think that, I've had conversations with people about this. There are things like self-criticism that needs to be had every once in a while. But sometimes self-criticism can be overdone, and it paralyzes certain people with fear from doing what you need to do. But I do believe that self-criticism does have a place, especially when you need to sometimes take a moment and reassess and realize if what you're doing to get to the goal you need is the right path. I honestly think there are times when you need to course correct. It's always important to make sure that when you're doing certain things, that you're doing everything correctly and making sure that you're not fucking shit up. I guess people are so scared to fuck shit up that they don't even want to try. And that's the ugly truth about a lot of things. Here's an ugly truth. A lot of people are not happy of what they see when they look in the mirror. Another ugly truth. A lot of people are afraid to do what's right, unless it's to their advantage, unless it's to their benefit. So some people, when I tell you about looking in the mirror, some people rather shatter the mirror and endure 7 years of bad luck, quote unquote, than to face the reality and say, all right, here's what I need to do to get where I need to be. And I should not be afraid to ask for help. But just don't take advice from just anybody. Some people might guide you in the wrong direction on purpose. And the worst thing is a person who doesn't know but continues to act like they know. I'm looking at the numbers right now, and I gotta say, this is a good turnout. We got currently 11 people watching with 28 likes. For what it is, it's pretty decent. I like it. Hey, if you guys are enjoying what you're liking, if you're learning something or gaining something useful from these conversations, hit that like, share this, subscribe, and if you're obliged, if you feel generous, put some money in Charles' books, man. Those cigars and the liquor don't pay for themselves. Man. If anybody in the chat has any questions, don't be afraid to ask. Right now, it's just me, all alone.
Sorry about that. Had some
It's cool.
technical difficulties. Shit getting
Yeah.
hot. I've been pressed on a spot.
Mhm. Always remember to always check for updates, this, that, and the third, you know what I'm saying?
No, just right now.
Mm.
But
Yes.
that's what I think about Metro Police being kicked out of a neighborhood. I have to see the video because one,
Mm.
you can't let people punk you, and that's basically in other words, if I'm called to settle the peace, I'm gonna settle the peace. You may like it, you may not like it, but fuck it, it has to be done.
Mm-hmm.
And what you look at it as fuckery and fuck shit on a global scale. Nobody likes to talk about how much fuck shit that goes on in the community.
Mm-hmm.
We got to protect black women, but yeah, black women always put you in some shit. Yeah, well, you think all these black women out here doing some bad shit? Yeah, not all of them. But have you noticed that how many black people, literally, especially black men, live healthy lives till they get with a nuisance? Everybody kind of tend to forget that.
No. And more importantly, a lot of these women live boring ass lives. And the reason they engage in the fuckery is just to get some form of entertainment and possible attention.
You telling me that I'm not a good person at heart? No. No, 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 no.
I don't even think you have a good heart at all.
If you got a heart, we don't see it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hang on a second. I got to address what LAPD said. Oh, yeah, my peeps are doing good. Yeah, my peoples are doing good, over in the Fort Worth area. Dallas, Fort Worth, Arlington area. Right now, I'm just checking out what is going on back home because in our backyard, shit's getting escalated. Over the weekend, shit just got, shit just got pretty tense. There were a few things going on in Ethiopia, right, not too far from the Sudanese border, and people are thinking about, so the war might be back on.
So
If I know when.
who is Ethiopia beefing with now?
It's an internal issue. There's this ethnicity called the Tigrayans, who are in Ethiopia's northernmost, and they and a few other entities in Ethiopia, as well as the government, has yet to sort out some internal strife. And the fucked up part of it is those factions have their their shit interconnected with the shit in Sudan.
Jesus Christ. Y'all are better off being a monarchy.
No, there are alliances between various factions in Sudan as well as with Ethiopia. Eritrea also has their alliances in that one. And then next thing, and and this is the thing about that part of the region, shit has a tendency to start off in one place, will spill over into neighboring areas. I pray to God that shit don't get out of hand. I pray to God.
What was the last conflict y'all had?
It was between 2020 and 2022. The Eritrean forces were involved in the last civil war in Ethiopia. And then we saw the shit in Sudan. And there's allegations that, in Ethiopia, rival forces were involved in that one. But hey, they even claimed that, both Russian and Ukrainian forces are down in Sudan. So who knows?
Most likely.
Most likely. Just like in the Sahel.
Everybody got their fingers in a cookie jar.
Multiple cookie jars.
Oh, man.
Multiple cookie jars, man.
How many times have we said it before on this channel? The only reason you have peace is because somebody else wills it. So you can't predict your own damn peace, even here. Think about it. People look at me crazy when I say black people need to arm themselves down south. Get a black woman getting approached by a white man about to smack the shit out of us.
I once had a conversation with one of our brothers in private about that. And I just realized the nature of white supremacy being what it is. They want the Second Amendment to be a privilege for them, but y'all have no rights to it.
Yeah, and think about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many times for black people have Second Amendment rights been against us? Not even that we actually did anything that's worth violence, because you're not supposed to shoot for shoplifters.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at it, right? You got motherfuckers shooting because the alleged accusation that they stole a bottle of water. And this motherfucker didn't go to jail.
What's the one excuse most people use when they shoot a black man?
He looks scary. I felt threatened.
Oh,
He had a gun.
oh, yeah. LAPD SWAT, to answer your question about the Janjaweed. The Janjaweed, which in Arabic means the devil's on horse, in local Sudanese Arabic. That's the RSF, the Rapid Support Force. That was their previous incarnation. They were upgraded to become the Rapid Support Force afterwards. My thoughts on them? First of all, I understand one thing you have to understand about the dominant group in Sudan is they identify as Arabs, and they're hell bent on imposing an Arab Muslim identity, despite the fact in many parts of the country there are black Yes, they're black. That's the irony about that. But folks are black and identify with a certain African ethnicity. Like in the folks, because remember the Janjaweed were Arab tribes that were conflicting with indigenous African tribes in Darfur, especially groups like the Fur and Zarqawi. They converted to Islam eventually, but they still maintain many aspects of their culture. They speak Arabic as the main language of the country, but they still speak amongst themselves their native languages, and they maintain certain ties with other groups. Hell, those folks in Darfur, they're ethnically related to the folks across the border into Chad. In the east, in the southwest of Sudan, are people called the Beja.
You speak
Oh, go
to
ahead.
any dark-skinned Sudanese,
Yeah.
they will tell you, look at your face, oh, we're not black. We're darker than me. Get the fuck out of here. You're in Africa and you're dark skinned. You ain't got no
I'm
goddamn problem with this.
yeah. I'm gonna explain something to you. I'm gonna learn y'all something about this.
I had a coworker who was
Black.
Sudanese.
Oh, really? What part of Sudan?
I don't know. I didn't get that deep. And
Oh, yeah.
he kind of, you know, that's the part about, skin folk and kinfolk. I always talk about, like, you motherfuckers will sell out the devil. The devil with his own goddamn pitchfork.
Mm-hmm. To answer that question, when I hear my own ilk say we ain't black, I understand why they say it like that.
You may not be
I'm
black
like,
and American, but you carry. But guess what? Everybody who comes over here, what's the first thing they want to claim? Black rights.
we black. Mm-hmm. And then once they get it, they turn the 180 on y'all and say, "Oh no, we're this, that, and the third." I'm like, get the fuck out of here with that. I will, if I may, Charles.
Go ahead.
If you can hear me out for a minute.
Go ahead.
I hear people when they say we aren't black, I said, bullshit. First and foremost, black is what we are. It's a given. I understand that for all of us, we identify first and foremost with our ethnicity and our nationality. And I see this in Europe as well. When we're in Europe or in the other parts of the world, what's the first thing they're going to see when they look at us? We're black. But it doesn't matter. That's the first thing people see when they look at us. It's our skin tone. And for a Sudanese who identifies as Arab, I said, dude, do you know the history of Sudan? Most of y'all who claim to be Arabs, here's the thing. Some of y'all might have Arab ancestry because some of the Arabs were intermarrying with y'all when they migrated as tribes. But the most of y'all are actually the descendants of the ancient Cushites who were Arabized after the Arabs invaded y'all in the 8th and 9th century. I mean, Sudan, this name itself, what does it say? It means Balad al-Aswad. Balad al-Aswad means land of the blacks, because Sudan was a primary source of slaves to the Arab world. And one thing I know a lot of us don't want to admit, and big shout out to Sandal, we always have these historical conversations, which are very enlightening and enriching for all of us. And I have never hid this. Up and down that Red Sea, Gulf of Aden, Indian Ocean coastline, trust and believe, they were dealing in all kinds of goods. Some of it was human cargo. They were dealing with slaves at one time or another. Many of us have been either been involved in slavery or were targeted for slavery.
One time?
One time or another. I said one time or another.
One time.
Now, Charles, it's too late. It's not the right time to be playing the Fugees right now. And if we're gonna be doing the Fuji, it can't be that song.
I mean, shit. I'm just saying.
Give me the Fuji La or something like that, but not that one, not that joint.
It's the way the Sudan still have them slaves.
Hey, the South Sudanese, they fought because they were being marginalized. A lot of them because a lot of them were animists and Christians, and they were being imposed upon. And they were like, "Look, y'all, we don't want part of this bullshit. Y'all, if that's what y'all about. Let us be our own kingdom, our own nation." Excuse me. That nation would have been great if John Garang had not died in that plane crash, and he was the leader of the SPLA, the Sudanese People's Liberation Army. That was a fact. That was the main faction that fought, the Sudanese government for South Sudan's independence.
I mean,
But hey,
it's crazy because nobody.
Shab al-Kitab, you're right about that one. LAPD SWAT, people of the book, Christians, Jews, they say that to us all. But you understand that there's a level of hypocrisy, especially into my people's case. Because remember, my ancestors, the Kingdom of Aksum has a special place in Islamic history. But that doesn't stop them from still being racist towards us. I mean, there's some Sudanese. Sometimes they look at me funny because I'm ancestor, and they're like, "You can't be a Semite." I said, "Yeah, I can. We can do a DNA test if you want. We can prove who's more Semite than the other." But I will tell you this: it shouldn't matter to that point because I'm not fixated on that. And at the same time, I'm like, let me be myself. Like Sly in the Temple, like Sly and the Family Stone would say, "Thank you for letting me be myself." So that.
I like to
Can you repeat that?
Well, let me be myself.
Wait, hold on a second, Charles. Now we can't do impressions of that without me picking up a bass and going on it like Larry Graham.
Oh boy.
Come on now.
Oh boy.
Boom, 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 boom. Come on, man. Larry Graham is the reason why is the inventor of all those techniques, the thumping and everything. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have guys like Bootsy Collins, Louis Johnson from Brothers Johnson,
Yeah.
John Anthony Simpson from SOS Band. Wasn't it the brother who played the bass for Lakeside? Who else? Michelle Ndegeocello. There was a Canadian woman. Her name is Rhonda Smith, Afro-Canadian from Nova Scotia, but she grew up in Montreal. Came from a musical family, and she plays a bass. Little tiny woman, 5'3". She was involved with Prince for a while. When this woman plays that bass, she can make it sing. She got a couple albums of her own. Mm-hmm. I love the bass, honestly. I love guitars, but I also love playing that bass. Because some people forget that bass gives you something to work with. And you can just create, you can be as creative as you want on it.
Yep.
Just like people need to give drummers also respect.
They usually do.
Yeah. I mean, but hey. Oh, I forgot. Billy Cox. Billy Cox is another bassist I forgot about. Because him, Buddy Miles, and Jimi Hendrix, they formed a group called the Band of Gypsies. Imagine how bad that trio would have been if Jimmy hadn't died. They could have ruled the 70s, man. They could have gave Bootsy and everybody else a run for their money.
Mm-hmm.
Also, who else? A group called Living Color. Because remember what they said in the 80s. Ew, you guys are playing rock? That's white man's music.
Hmm.
And yet you guys are still playing Cult of Personality. Hell, it was a certain professional wrestler who reintroduced everybody to Cult of Personality.
Shout out to CM Punk.
Yeah. And check this out. CM Punk is a longtime Cubs fan, but he still shows love to the Sox.
Oh, man. Any
Mhm.
last words
Oh.
before we shut down?
Yeah. As I usually say, because this is a shit-free zone, y'all ain't shit, never will be shit, or never have been shit, and God bless y'all. So always remember to stay shit-free.
And I never claimed to be. Woo.
And also remember to remember one of our patron saints, Johnny Witherspoon, as the running gag from from the Friday movie show. No matter how shitty of a day you having, things look always a whole lot better after you take a good long shit.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if you know you're gonna have a shitty day that morning. Head to, just before, take that good long shit, first thing you do in the morning, and you're gonna stay shit free for the rest of the day. Good night.
Woo. We out of here. Out of here, folks.
Woo!